Hi there. Happy Monday. Welcome to Wisdom Channel. I am back with you to share about love. Teach yourself to choose love over fear. Okay? And I will tell you why fear. In today's world, in today's time, people are hating. Why is there so much hate? It's because there's a lot of fear mongering going on, and because of that, it causes people to hate each other. There is division because the people in power, it allows them to divide and rule. It's easier to control when you are taking sides, meaning more and more division in people. It's more profitable for the people in power. Well, how can you take your power back? You can take your power back by choosing to love, because love is a choice. It's a verb. It's something that you do every single day. You choose to love a person just like you choose to hate someone. It's a choice that you need to make every single day. How are you going to do that? Ask, what do you need? How are you getting your needs met? What needs of yours have not been met? When your needs are met, don't you think you're a better person because of that? Don't you think you're more at peace? Don't you think you can give a lot more when you are more peaceful and healed? You feel like you're empowered and you can move on in life. And so and it makes you conscious also. It makes you conscious and make conscious choices. The more conscious you become, the better choices you make in life. And so choosing love is not an easy choice, but it's something you have to decide whether it's important for you or not. A lot of times people have fears that they are living in, even if it happened years and years and years ago, and that incident is gone past a long time ago, but they're still living in that state of constant fear. And so whatever caused that, or whoever caused that trauma or bad thing to happen in their life, there is hatred toward that person. Now, how is it helpful to hate that person and be angry with that person? You can hold a grudge, but holding on to a grudge or anger and hatred, where is all of that anger? Where is all that hatred? Where is all that fear? It's here. It's inside of you. It's not outside, it's inside of you. And how do you think your body is doing with all these negative emotions that you are feeling on a consistent basis? And this is why if you don't want to experience negative emotion at that consistency, you have to make the conscious choice of choosing love. And first things first, from my own experience, I can say self love. Try practicing self love. I wrote a book called Wired for Self Love. I come from experiencing narcissistic abuse and trauma, childhood trauma. And so I understand how much I needed to learn to love myself, empower myself so that I can be better as a parent. Not just as a parent, now it's also improved other areas of my life. And so just because I experienced hatred and anger in my childhood, is it healthy for me to continue that pattern and that behavior when I become a parent? Doesn't make sense, because I know what I experienced was not healthy. It did not make me a healthy person. It didn't make me a confident person who knew anything about herself when she was an adult. So how helpful is it to pass that down to someone else? It's not. And so in choosing to learn to love, myself, the inner child, heal that inner child, I was able to then empower my own child, and being able to speak about these things that are so hurtful and damaging to the very core. I understand them. I understand at the physical level how trauma shows up in life, and in the body. You have inflammation, you may have insomnia, you may have people pleasing behaviors. So, looking at your addictions and behaviors and body language, and even some illnesses that you are experiencing that doctors do not have an explanation for, you will understand them. If you choose to look at your trauma and what happened in your past and where your um, fear is coming from, where your insecurities are coming from, what are you running away from, and to not fear that, instead to face that. This is why I also recommend public speaking to people who have experienced narcissistic abuse and childhood trauma from narcissistic abuse, because what that makes you do is face your fears. You become diligent with facing your fears. When you are in front of an audience, you know what you want to do is to seek their approval. But then in seeking that, you realize something. Oh, this is just a past pattern that I have been living up until this very moment. And that's a huge realization that does not stay in that moment. It cascades and changes your entire being. And from that moment on, you are not the same person, because you had that awareness, you had that aha moment, the realization that you were holding on to something that someone else said to you, some belief that you just inherited. You can let go of that. And so what is the truth? You find that out for yourself. And so when you stop those behaviors that were not serving you, those unconscious behaviors, you come from a place of love for yourself. Your actions and behaviors come from a place of love. The more conscious you are, the more loving you become. And you choose love over fear over and over and over again. If you are someone that resonates with this message, I highly recommend that you read Wired for Self-Love. It's my book. It's available on Amazon. You can find the link in the description. Choose love, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back with you next time. Thank you.